See, coming to school. Okay, good morning, all of you.
Good
Good
morning, ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
Thank you, Vita. I hope you will have a very good day today. Okay, so start your day with a good thought, and that's what we are going to explain. That education is not a preparation for life, but education is life itself. Yes, you come to school, right, Vita? Why do we come to school? Boys, whatever comes to your mind, say. Why do we come to
For
school?
learning,
Study.
For learning. Exactly. What are you learning, by the way?
education,
What is education?
knowledge, knowledge,
What
knowledge,
is education? Knowledge.
knowledge.
Can you relate study and knowledge?
What, ma'am?
Can you relate study and knowledge?
Knowledge.
Can you relate? Is there any relationship between study and knowledge?
No.
No. That's great. That's very good answer. Study, we are studying for passing a class. Do you understand? You're in 8th standard, you are studying to be in 9th standard. Am I right?
Yes. For
Correct? It
having
does not
Yes.
stay
knowledge.
exactly. It does not stay with us for a long period of time. After a certain period of time, we stop studying. But the knowledge will keep gaining knowledge, will keep on till we survive. Do you understand the difference now, Vita?
Yes.
All of you? So it's not, you don't have to get knowledge only from the school. You can get knowledge from your parents, you can get knowledge from your friends, you can get knowledge from your brother, sister, your relatives, your mentor, your guide, anybody. Even from nature, you can get knowledge. From your surroundings, you can get knowledge. So for that, we have to have a clear vision. Vision means broad horizon. You understand? So you should have a broad perspective to understand why anything is happening, what we should do. We should have knowledge to differentiate what is right and what is wrong. That is education. Do you understand?
Yes.
Your parents should not tell you, better don't
Yes.
do this, don't do that. You already know it better, don't you know? Still you do wrong. What do you say? You already know that this is not right, but still you do it. Tell me, don't you do that? Boys, so
Yes,
education
ma'am.
teaches us. You understand what I'm saying? We know this is wrong, but
Yes.
still we do it, isn't it? Now, if we are educated, we will not do that. And with you, always, I am not going to be there as a teacher. Your parents may not be there with you, but you should understand that only this thing should be carried out and this thing we should not touch. That is education. You realize what I'm saying? You already know what is good and what is bad. That is education. All of you understood better? I hope I have told you many things. So now be
Yes,
responsible,
ma'am.
help your parents, shed their, ask them not to be, caring for you so much as they were doing it earlier. Now you start behaving like an adult. Now you're into adolescent period, Mita. You're moving towards being an adult. You understand? Boys, I'm telling you something. Now take responsibility of yourself. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that mama will be very happy. Both Mappa will be very happy that my child is growing very well. Is in real sense he is developing. Hope you understood what I said.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So now second chapter is over. We're starting with the lesson number synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay.
Ma'am, you didn't send the lesson to notes.
I know that. but I will send when the girls finishes.
Okay.
Hope you understood. Both the
Yes,
class
ma'am.
should have on the same day. Also, I want to ask you, I'm going to take 10 marks test, Google form test, right? Uh,
Yes.
for each chapter as a means of revision. So start revising the first chapter. I repeat again, start revising the first chapter. I will taking the test in the next week of the first and second chapter both, but separately. Do you understand? First, I will take
Ma'am, only one
test of.
chapter.
Please listen to me what I am saying, beta. First, I will take the first chapter. Then, after some days, I will take the second chapter. Is it clear? The time duration I will fix. I will ask the head teacher. I will consult her and let you know at which time you have to give this examination. Is it clear to all of you? It's clear to all of you, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you? So next week, see,
Yes.
please all of you, next week, lesson 1 test will be followed by lesson 2 test. Is it clear? Maybe in the same week, I can take both the tests. Okay? Like that. Please put off your mic. And one question I want to ask you. So far, we have finished these two chapters. Please put off your mic. Be careful, beta. The recording is on. Please be careful. So, regarding those two chapters, do you have any problems so far? Hello?
No.
Regarding those two chapters, do you have any problem in understanding?
No.
Okay, fine. And that test is going to be of only 10 marks. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, so in all 20 marks test you have to give 10 marks each chapter. And obviously I have not given the PDF of second chapter, so I think I will take that test the next week. Is it clear? Because I will give you some time for the preparation. Okay, beta? Okay? I will give 1 week for preparation. Now let's start with chapter 3, synthetic fibers and plastics. So as you can see, these are all toys, these are all garbages, see? Plastic sheets, it's a toy, a plastic car. First, we should know what exactly is plastic, but before that, we should know how it is differentiated from natural fibers because plastic is a synthetic fiber. What did I say, beta? Plastic is a synthetic, it's made from synthetic fibers, it is synthesized by human, whereas natural fiber, how does it differentiate? So you should know first what exactly is natural fibers. Yes, please one of you start reading, beta.
Natural fibers. A fibers is a thin thread of a natural or artificial substance, specifically
Especially,
one, especially one that is used to make cloth or rope.
yes,
Fibers Fibers can be classified into two main categories, natural and synthetic. Natural fibers are obtained from natural sources such as animals and plants.
thank you. Now, first, you should understand what is a fiber. Fiber is like a thread. What is a fiber, beta? It is like a thread, a thin thread. It could be natural or it could be artificial. We used to make it for cloths or ropes. Now, fibers are again classified into two categories, namely natural and synthetic. Natural fibers we get from the natural sources, for example, animals and plants, whereas synthetic fibers we make it. I repeat, we make it in the factory or industries or laboratory. Is it clear? Is it clear, beta?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Now see the natural fibers. First you will take up as cotton. Can you see this cotton, beta? This cotton plant.
Yes.
Yes, so we get cotton from a plant. Then what is this beta? Silkworm. Can you see the silkworm?
Silkworm.
Yeah. So we get silk
Yes.
from the silkworm. Can you see this? Sheep. So what we get? Wool. What we get beta? Wool.
Wool.
Then this is flax plant. What is this called as? Flax plant. We get linen. It's a very fine material. We get linen from flax plant. It's a type of cloth. Then also from rabbits and goats. You can see this? From rabbit. This is a rabbit. This one is a rabbit. This is a rabbit. And this is a goat. This is a goat.
Wool.
So from rabbits and goat, we get fibers. That is the natural fibers. Is it clear? So
Yes.
this is where we get the fibers from. All of you understood, beta?
Yes.
All of you?
Yes.
Okay. So let's start with the animal fibers. So the animal fibers comes under natural. Remember that. So let's start talk about animal fibers. Yes, beta.
Animal fibers.
Begin. Yes, beta. Begin.
Animal fibers. Silk. Silk is obtained from silkworm. The most popular kind of silk is obtained from the mulberry silkworm. Wool.
Mulberry.
Wool. Wool is commonly obtained from sheep. Wool fabric is soft to the touch and provides warmth to the weather, due to which it is the preferred choice
Preferred
for winter
apparel.
apparel.
Apparel. Apparel is the clothes that you wear. So you got a new word. What is this word, beta? Apparel. What is the meaning of apparel? The clothes that you wear is called as apparel. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So from where do we get silk, beta? You already know very well. We obtain it from silkworm. Remember, you did it in 7th standard. You remember we did it in 7th standard. The life cycle of silkworm. Why are you quiet? Can you hear me, beta?
Yes.
Yes. So tell me whether you have done it in 7th standard or not. I am asking you certain questions. You have to answer. Do you remember we did the life cycle of silkworm in 7th standard?
Yes.
Yes, that is what I'm asking you. So which silk we had worked on? Mulberry. Which silk we had talked about regarding life cycle? We talked about the mulberry silkworm. Is it clear? It's a very common one. Now, from where do we get wool? Obviously, from sheep. Very soft to touch and it gives warmth to the body during winter, and that's why we use it as a winter clothes. See, this is how the fur is being removed from the body of sheep. This is called as shearing. What it is called as? Shearing. I hope you will remember now. It is called as shearing. Removal of the fur from the sheep's body. And this is a silkworm. This silkworm will go inside and it will weave a cocoon like this. So inside this, there's a worm. Remember that. And in 2 days, a silkworm is spinning thread that is 1,000 to 3,000 feet long. Can you imagine? So it is spinning the thread from its mouth. Remember that. And what is this thread actually? This thread is protein. This thread is protein. And it is saliva. It is the saliva of the silkworm, which it is spinning around itself, make a cocoon. And it is inside the cocoon, which is called the pupa stage. And then it metamorphosizes to an adult silk moth. Do you understand? But before it comes out, because it has to make a hole, it is boiled in hot water and it is killed so that we get 1000 to 3000 feet long thread of silk. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes, this is how it is working. Okay. Let's talk about another animal. It's yak. Say,
Yak fiber. The yak is an animal that is largely found in the Himalayas in India and Tibet. The hair of the yak is very. Ma'am, your screen is gone. The
Ma'am.
hair of the
what
yak is
happened?
very.
Ma'am, I read.
No, it is not gone, better. Can you rejoin? Who is reading right now? Who is reading right now, beta?
हाँ Sunraj Mahida है.
The Sandras, can you rejoin? There's something wrong
मैं
with
मैं
your.
read नहीं कर रहा. मैं read नहीं कर रहा.
Okay, then who is reading? Someone said that the screen is gone. So I'm asking that person, please rejoin, beta. You
वो
can see
मैम
the
अली
screen
रजा
again.
अली रजा
Yes, ma'am,
अली
I
रजा.
rejoined.
Can you see the slide now?
Yes.
Yes. Whenever anything happens like this, beta, you cannot hear me properly or you cannot see the screen properly, do it. Leave this Google Meet and again rejoin. You will see it properly. That is the system now. Okay? All of you. Please understand. If something is wrong, you rejoin. Okay, beta?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Yes, continue. The hair of the yak is
The hair of the yak is very useful in the
slowly, slowly,
production of
slowly. Don't shout. Don't shout. Read normally, please. Don't shout, beta. Okay?
the hair of the yak is very useful in the production of warm clothes, mats, and sacks.
Thanks. Very good. Now let's talk about yak fiber. Now this is how the yak looks like. Can you see this yak, beta? This is the yak, furry
Yes.
animal. Okay? This is the yak. Do we get it? We get in Himalayas, and Himalayas is spread in India as well as Tibet. Now this hair of the yak has been used for making warm clothes, mats. What is mats? It's called chatai. I think you use mats for uh, 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 what do you call this? For praying. Yes, for praying we use mats. Yes, beta. You do not sit on the floor and pray. No, isn't it? What we put down on the floor, mats. That is called mats. And what about sacks? Sacks is a what do you call it as? It's a bag. Sack is a bag. Okay, which is made up of this yak fiber. It's a big bag. Yes. Now we are going to talk about synthesis. So far we have talked about natural fibers. Do you want to ask me any question on natural fibers?
No.
So natural fibers is over better. Now we are going to work on synthetic fibers.
The synthetic
All,
fibers, on the other
you
hand,
understand? All of you understand
yes,
what I'm doing now? Okay, better. Say,
the synthetic fibers, on the other hand, are
uh,
made by human beings. That is why these are called synthetic or man-made fibers. A synthetic fibers a synthetic fiber is also a chain of small units joined together. Each small unit is
actually,
actually a
chemical,
chemical substance.
chemical,
Chemical
chemical,
substance. Many such small units combine to form a large single unit called a
polymer.
polymer.
Okay. Thank you. Now, this synthetic fibers, who prepares it? Human beings. So that's why they are called as, or they are named as synthetic or man-made fibers. What exactly it is? It has got small units which are joined together. You understand? And each small unit is a chemical. So when they join together, one unit is called as mer, MER. And when there are many, it becomes polymer. So it's like a bead. It's like a chain of beads. Same way, it is like this. You know, so many uh, pins, the paper clips joined together. Now, one of them, for example, this is mud. Again, this is mud. This is also mud. So all muds are joined. There are so many, so it becomes polymer. You understand now, beta? You understand? So many mers are joined together. So there are so many. But that so many is called as poly. Poly means many better. Have you understood? So it's the meaning is hidden in the word itself. So you don't have to remember much. Meaning is in the word itself. Poly means many, mer means one unit. Is it clear? So there's so many units that is called as polymer. Any problem, beta? Any problem? This is how the synthetic fibers are made. Is it clear? By joining, by making chains. So this is how. These are the synthetic fibers. You can see it is done in the factories. The fibers are made like this. Threads are made like this. Now see, these are all synthetic fibers. Can you see this better? They're very strong. This is how it looks like. This is done by electron microscopy. One fiber looks like this. And these are clothes. Can you see this? Made by
Yes.
synthetic fibers. Yes. Again, we are revising about synthetic fibers. Please read better.
Synthetic fibers are man-made fibers. Synthetic fibers are made from different chemicals, hence each kind of synthetic fibers have their own properties. Synthetic fibers are more in length and are long lasting. The only limitation in synthetic fibers is that they are poor absorbment
Absorbance. Very good. See, I did not try. Very good, better. This is how you will improve. So you do
of
not take my help. You
of
understood now?
moisture and they catch fire easily.
Very well. Very good. Very good. I was about to help you actually. I waited, but you did it on your own, so I'm very happy. Okay, let's. So it's the same thing. We have done synthetic fibers over here. See, isn't it? We talked about synthetic fibers over here. Now we are going to do it again, but here there's something new to it. What is that new, beta? New is that they are made from different chemicals, so each type of synthetic fibers will have its own properties according to the chemical that has been used. Do you understand? Do you understand, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Moreover,
ma'am.
these fibers are very long. These fibers are very long and they are very sturdy. They are very sturdy. What is the meaning of sturdy? Strong. They're very strong. So they last long. They are lifelong. See, plastics. We will die, but plastics will remain. Do you understand what I said? Do you understand what I said? Boys,
Yes.
yes? Okay. So that is long lasting. The only problem in synthetic fiber is that they do not absorb water. That is moisture. That's the only problem. They do not absorb moisture, and also it is not advisable to wear synthetic clothes when you are cooking. Do you understand? That may catch fire. So this is the only disadvantage of synthetic fiber. What is the first one, beta? What is the first one, beta? Hello? What is the first disadvantage of synthetic fibers? I'm asking a question, beta.
Yes, ma'am. What?
Yeah. So what is the first disadvantage of synthetic fibers? Say that it catches fire. Yes or no? Second, what is the problem with synthetic fibers? First, it catches fire. Second,
It doesn't absorb moisture.
yes, it does not absorb. Do you understand what I'm putting forth? Why do you have to repeat the question so many times? Can you tell me? Boys, 8th standard, please tell me, is there any problem in understanding the question that I'm putting forth? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Is it difficult for you to understand my questions? Then why are you taking so much of time to reply?
yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me or is there any problem? Yes? So, the limitations plus disadvantage is that the synthetic fibers cannot absorb water and they catch fire very easily. So, we should not wear synthetic clothes when we are cooking. Okay, beta? Let's talk more about synthetic fibers. Please, one of you start reading. Start reading.
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
Synthetic
ma'am.
fibers.
Yes.
Many items of clothing contains
It's clothing.
materials such as
Sahil,
polyester,
Sahil, it is clothing, not clothing. It is
Ma'am,
the.
finally, Ali Reza.
मैंने रीड
Ali
करा
Raza,
रीड करा है
Ali Raza, it is clothing. Read with me. Many items of clothing contain materials such as polyester, polyamide, terylene, rayon, etc. Read. Ali Raza, read.
Many items of clothing contains
Ding it
materials
inside, beta. Ding it is the clothing. It is not.
clothing
Yes, very good.
contains materials such as
Polyester.
polyester, polyamide,
Good. Say, say.
terylene,
Very, terylene.
terylene,
Hmm,
rayon,
very good.
etc.
Very good.
The items previously
Previously, very good.
mentioned are all man-made fibers and are called synthetic fibers.
So you got the example of synthetic fibers, beta. What are they? First one is, say, what is it, beta? Say,
Poly- polyester,
polyester, then,
yes, polyamide,
then,
terylene,
then,
rayon.
yeah. So all these are synthetic fibers. You understand now? Okay? And this is how it looks like. See, all these are plastics. Can you see this? This is pipe, huh? This one is pipe. Can you see?
Yes.
This is basket. Again, this is a basket. These are again, what are those? Again, pipes, cables, you can say so. And this is scissor, this is comb. All are made up of plastics.
Ma'am, plastic scissor.
Yeah, the covering is plastic. The one which we are holding the scissor with, you're putting your finger inside. What is it? It's not metal, that is plastic.
Yes.
Yes, start with a
A synthetic fiber is a chain of small chemical units joined together. Each small unit is called a monomer.
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 Then
Large large chain formed by many monomers is called a polymer.
all of you agree?
Yes. The
Then
process of combining small
combining, combining
combining small monomers to form a large polymer is called polymerization.
polymerization. Say
Polymerization.
easy. Is it easy? So what we learned
Yes.
in the synthetic fiber that this is a long polymer joined making a chain of small units, some small chemical units. Then each small chemical unit is known as monomer. So many monomers combining together forming a long chain forms a polymer. This process of forming a long chain, joining a long chain of chemical units or small monomers is called as is called as say beta the joining of monomers to form a long chain of monomer is called as polymerization. Any problem?
Yes. No, ma'am.
Yes? Is standard? You can stop me, beta.
No problem.
If at all you have any doubts, you can stop me right away. That's why I'm asking you. After finishing that one slide, that one particular slide, I am asking you questions. So that don't collect all the doubts and then ask me later. No. Any doubts regarding this slide? You can stop me right away. Say, any problem, beta? So each unit is a monomer. Monomer is making a big chain of these small units, which is called as monomer, and that big chain becomes polymer. This process of becoming polymer from monomer is called as polymerization. Any problem?
No.
No.
So all of you know what is monomer, what is polymer, what is polymerization. If I ask you, will you be able to give me the answer? Hello? Will you be able to give me the answer, beta?
Yes.
Yes? Now we are going to work on the types of synthetic fibers. Please start.
The types of synthetic fibers. Number one, rayon, nylon, polyester, and
Acrylic.
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 Yes. So what is it? These are
Acrylic.
three types of synthetic fibers. They are namely rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylic. Okay. Now first we are going to work on rayon. It's the first type of fiber that we are going to work on. Please read with us. And when the time gets over, let me know. Okay?
Rayon. Fabric obtained from silk fiber was very costly, but its beautiful texture fa- fasci-
Fascinated
fascinated everybody. Attempts were made to make silk art- artificially.
artificially.
artificially. Towards the end of the 19th century, scientists were successful in obtaining a fiber having properties similar to that of silk.
Thank you. Now silk earlier was obtained by only rich people. Only kings and the elite people, cream people, rich people were able to wear silk. Now, I'm from a mediocre family or I'm from a poor family. I won't be able to wear. I like it, but still I won't be able to wear. Why? Because silk was very, very expensive. Did you understand? Did you understand? But everybody liked
Yeah.
wearing silk. They cannot afford, but they liked wearing silk. So scientists started to work on. Please put off a mic. So scientists started researching that whether similar type of fibers can be prepared artificially. At the end of 19th century, they were successful to get a fiber which are almost the same as that of silk. Yes, Beta.
Rayon or artificial silk.
No,
What, ma'am?
please start reading such a fiber.
Okay. I'll say, okay, such a fiber was obtained by chemical treatment of wood pulp. This fiber was called rayon or artificial silk. Al- al- although
Although,
rayon is
Beta, read
although
properly,
rayon
please. Don't
is
break in
obtained
between. You are leading the class, so you have to be very, very particular.
although rayon is obtained from a natural source, wood pulp, yet it is a man-made fiber. It is cheaper than silk and can be woven like silk fibers.
Thank you. I hope you understood what I said, Beta. This is Sanraj.
Yes.
Yes, Beta.
Yes.
So, Sanraj, you really have to work on your reading. So, from today onwards, this is how you have to proceed. Practice every day one page. Is it clear?
Yes.
And you will not stop in between the words. This is what you have to target. First target is you will not stop in
I
between.
read.
That is your practice. No, let me finish, Beta. Do not interrupt me, please. Let me talk to Sanraj. Thank you. Sanraj, did you understand?
Yes.
So when you read, you will not halt. You will not stop in between the words. Do you understand what I said? Make a promise to yourself that I will not stop in between the words. That's the first thing that you have to do. And next, I'll let you know later. Okay? Now, this fiber was obtained in the laboratory by chemical treatment of the wood pulp. Now, what is the wood pulp? Before making paper, we make wood pulp. You know that? That means we decompose the wood and make it into semi-solid, and then from the semi-solid substances we get the papers. You understand? In the paper industry. So what these people did, that they took this source, natural source as wood pulp, and then they treated it chemically. The fiber that they obtained, they called it as rayon or artificial silk because it looked almost like silk. Now we know that we are getting it from the wood pulp, which is a natural source, but it is a man-made because man is treating it chemically. So it cannot be natural. It is a man-made fiber. The best part about this rayon is that it is cheaper than silk, so and also can be made into a sari, just similar to as silk, and it is affordable, so everybody can wear this sort of sari, which is actually coming from plant, but is treated chemically in the laboratory. I hope you understood. Hello. I hope you understood better. And the lecture is over, I think so.